be something good, it might be something bad. Always turns out with the things you see. I think it tells me good, bad, weird. Yeah, it's good, bad, weird. Good, bad, weird. Good, bad, weird.
Good evening, or good morning, good afternoon, all in one. This is Good, Bad, Weird. Sorry about the song, it's going to be stuck in your head for the next 5 weeks.
It's the Good, Bad, Weird song.
It's
the theme tune.
All I have to do is mention Good, Bad, Weird, and it's there. It's my own song, and it's like, no.
Everyone's suffering.
Everyone's suffering.
Really?
Oh, it's incredible.
Welcome viewers, particularly the UK audience. We're getting quite a few viewers from the UK.
Of course we should.
You were there recently.
I was there. It's like a blur.
Recently as in 12 months ago. This time last year you were there.
It was 12 months ago, oh God. It was kind of like this. Actually, it was more sun than this. Today we're actually getting, well, it was sunny, wasn't it? And then
today, it was warm this morning and now it's cold.
Now it's changed, now it's cold and it's overcast. And actually the UK was really sunny and it was Manchester was great. I had all these warnings about how horrible and gloomy and crap and
Manchester was great.
going to be. It was really nice. Like, this is a really good place.
You just said Manchester was great. I wonder if people who live in Manchester are thinking, this guy's a loony.
They're probably just turned off now. It's like, well, delete.
I won't write that. Here's our new episode, Manchester is great.
We'll just say good.
We were supposed to meet you there, weren't we?
We were supposed to. That was the bad thing. We didn't actually.
We couldn't get any accommodation.
What is it?
It was booked out.
Manchester was like Wollongong. There's no accommodation there.
It was booked out. Well, because we were there.
There's only one
at the same
hotel.
time. We're like, oh my God, you guys are there. We'll catch up and then online.
We couldn't do it.
No.
I know.
We couldn't.
But we couldn't find anything either. It seemed like there's only one hotel in the whole of Manchester.
What's with Manchester?
Well, no one wants to visit, obviously.
Is this series on Manchester or this episode?
We could do. This could be the Manchester. Well, we've got good and bad, but it's good.
Yeah.
I don't know what's good about it. It just felt good. It's not fun. Everyone was happy. They were all friendly. You go there, everyone was chatty on the train. Everyone was really chatty. It was great.
You're a friendly guy, Steve. People talk to you.
I know. It was really funny.
It was good.
Yeah.
Welcome. Well, thanks for tuning in, Manchester listeners.
Yep.
Viewers.
We've got any Manchester? They're aware, aren't they?
Sure, there will be. There will be. They're pretty close. They've all heard of Manchester. Everyone's heard of the place.
We've heard of it. Yeah. Well, they're probably thinking we're going to talk sheets and towels.
No. It's Manchester. That's where the term came from. You didn't realise that.
We'll get a spotlight. Yeah, I didn't know that.
There you go.
I thought, that's where the word came.
Big production.
Yeah. I know.
You would have seen some of the mills when you were there, yeah?
No. Oh. It was a lightning visit, mate. It was a lightning visit. We only spent there 2 days or something like that. But yeah, it'd be good to go back.
Planning on going back?
Yeah, planning. So all I ever do is plan.
You've just bought a house, you can't go anywhere.
You can't go anywhere. Well, a house is supposed to look after, well, yeah, that's a long story. I bought a house.
You just bought a house?
Yeah.
Like you're basically handing the money over tomorrow, aren't you?
Yeah, well, yeah, the money's handed over.
It's there.
It's there.
You no longer have the money, but you have a house.
Yeah.
You're going to become landlords.
That's the idea.
Landlords?
Well,
what are you?
Yeah. Well, I had some money left over from the flat I had, because we're renting now, and I didn't know what to do with that money. I had it in the bank, and of course there's no interest now because someone put the interest rates down.
And it's going to drop tomorrow, I think.
Yeah. Like, you know, if I had like, wherever I put my money, it's going to be wrong, isn't it? You know, if you put it in a house, you get a loan like we have.
Yeah.
Interest rates will go, yeah. And then if you put it in the bank, then the interest rates will go down.
Possibly. All based around your movements with money.
Yeah, well, that's what we should do.
Had the Reserve Bank been in touch with you?
No, they didn't
ring you.
It's some sort of. It's all technology.
They know anyway. They don't have to ring you directly. They know what you're doing with your money.
They know what I'm doing.
What's Steve doing with his money? What decision are we going to make on Tuesday?
Some guy in a corner office with that 5 computer screens, one of them just on like what I'm doing.
Steve, the Robbo account. They've mistaken it for robot.
Yeah, I know. He bought a motorbike. Better make it rain.
Yeah. You were telling me about the motorbike. So you're trying to fix the motorbike. We've been hunting around my place for a what is it? A spacer. A couple of spaces. Steve needs a couple of spaces for his carburetor.
Modification.
He's done a few mods on the Bonnie.
We could go to Shoddy Jobs in 1976.
This is going to lead to the Shoddy job.
There was a lot of Shoddy Jobs in 1976 in the Triumph factory, I can tell you.
It was like a Shoddy job challenge.
It was how shoddy can we make this motorcycle so that they've basically got carburetors held all in rubber. So the rubber all sags and the carburetors just sort of sag off and let all this air in. Until you pull the throttle on it and they just all suck up and then it all goes well then.
And the people who understand physics and all that understand what you're saying there and realise why it does that.
It's mechanics or something. But the weird thing about it, of course, is it seems like it's going perfectly and you can't figure out what's wrong. Because it's going well now.
Right.
But when you do this, it's not.
So you're setting the right adjustments on your carby for when it's lean or rich or whatever, depending where the throttle position is. You take it for a ride and it all changes. What's going on?
Yeah, so I've changed everything else. I've changed electrics, I've changed spark plug leads. So we go into a whole lot of other shonky, shoddy stuff that they've created.
Yeah, and you're going to find the whole problem was just these carbies sitting on and off the...
Yeah, just falling off, basically. They're hanging off, like they're falling off. It's like you tighten the bolts off, they're still not tight. They're just sitting there.
So this could be the solution. Well, you've found a couple of things, haven't you? But, in my workshop, you've just sort of pulled out some plumbing fittings.
Yeah, the plumbing fitting.
Grab them, Steve. It's worth...
plumbing fitting. Got 2 plumbing fittings.
This is almost a shoddy job instructional.
This is how
we're taking it to the next level of shoddy job, aren't we?
So what are these propeller?
They're propeller adapters because, as you can see, I've got some drones. I'm right into hobbies here, and we've got some propeller adapters.
We're into hobbies. I've noticed they've got a lot of dust on them now.
They haven't been used recently. I've got other pursuits. There's other pursuits.
There's a lot of dust on those hobbies.
So we got this alloy propeller adapter, which might work. We've got that.
So I have to cut it down.
You do have to cut it.
So or we could use.
Well, that's easy. You got a Dremel or something. You can cut.
Yeah, I do. Hacksaw. That'll do. Or a bit of tap plumbing.
Yeah, a bit of plumbing fitting there. Cut that bit off there. That's going to be your little spacer.
That'll hold.
Your carbies are going to be held on
with a bit of plumbing.
And your bike's going to let off this huge sigh of relief. Guys, it's about bloody time. Now I can run optimally as I should. Not getting too hot, getting too cold.
Well, it has got.
The future's really bright for your bike.
Hey, yeah.
The future's really bright.
It is. It actually might.
We're going to have to do a show just on your bike.
I think you'll at least put a photo of it or something.
Yeah, definitely a photo, but I'm thinking more like the whole episode could be one big shoddy job and it's all about your bike.
Yeah, because it is one
shoddy job.
So I'm not sure. I've decided that the reason they made it shoddy was to give it personality.
You know what we're doing this afternoon when I take you home?
What?
Filming your bike. It's going to be part of this episode. It's what it is. I'm almost tempted just to cut this now and just that's it. And the next thing you see is Steve's shoddy jobs.
It's all in pieces.
Here we are, viewers. We are in Steve's shed. He's here to show you his shoddy jobs, carburetors.
This is the bench.
There's the bench. What are we looking at, Steve? What are we looking at?
This is a shoddy job. That's a Norton carburetor.
Yeah.
That's part of a Norton carburetor.
Hang on, Norton carburetors. You've got a
Triumph. Yeah, so these are the Triumph ones here. I mean, that's a Triumph one. That's a Triumph one. I've just rebuilt that one using parts from the Norton one, as well as different bits. There was all sorts of things wrong with that. But this is the shonky, shoddy job. We've got this massive O-ring, which is sort of worn out now.
Yeah, that's no good.
But it was sort of hanging on rubber, so there's rubber, and then there's rubber here. Why, I don't know. But rubber on rubber, so the whole thing is just sort of hanging loose in between rubber and just sort of shaking around the place.
That's no good, is it?
It's no good.
So the solution, the shoddy job solution, Steve, is...
Well, got the standard O-ring back again.
Standard O-ring. Okay, so hang on.
Back over here with the
Hang
camera.
on.
This is where
Back
it
over
goes.
here. Hang on, Steve.
Yeah,
Right. So we've got the cylinder there.
Yeah.
Right, we've got the heads, and this is where our carby is going to go onto there. Right.
Oh, it's smooth as.
It fits on there nicely.
But see, you can see there's a little bit of a shank left.
There's a bit of a gap, isn't there?
Yeah. So before that was all filled with rubber, so it was sitting back there and then sort of flapping around like this.
Yeah.
So air was getting in there.
That's no good.
It's running terribly.
So we just need to put a bit of a spacer behind that
So we're going to create a spacer.
with something extremely shoddy that was found in my workshop.
Yeah.
So we've got this little brass. So you're going to cut this part off here.
Yep.
This part's going to be cut off.
Yep.
5 mil.
5 mil.
5 mil. It's going to go on there,
Back on there.
and that's going to space it out
And hold the carburetor
and
on.
hold the carby on flush so there's no air leaks.
How's that?
That's beautiful.
Chunky job.
So we're in Steve's
So
workshop.
actually, I forgot the other shoddy job. If you look closely there, you'll see there's a big hole here.
Hang on, let me get that, Steve.
There's a big hole.
Right,
in
here
the
we are.
headlight.
We're looking at the back of Steve's headlight. It's struggling a bit there.
No, it's just getting
There it is. There's a big hole there, isn't there?
That's where the ignition was. Someone put the ignition in the headlight.
Oh, does that not meant to be like that?
No,
Oh,
it's supposed
God.
to be over the side here where I
Oh,
put
right.
it. So I made a.
So you've made your own little bracket there.
I made my own little bracket and put the ignition there.
That looks better.
Yeah. Well, see, the issue was there was so much wiring in there. It was all crumped up together and it was all jammed in there.
The thing with these old bikes is all the wiring was in the back of the headlight.
In the headlight.
It's incredible, isn't it?
Yeah.
You drop the front of the lens off,
Yeah.
and in there is just wiring nightmare.
Well, not so much wiring because they had the ignition switch out here. But someone's changed it and they took off the standard ones and put these, modern thing. I'd say another shoddy thing here is these are Harley Davidson aftermarket rear vision mirrors.
Yeah.
Because there's so much weight here and there's so much vibration, they just keep falling down. So I've had
There's
to
not
weld.
enough resistance.
So I put a weld on the back.
You've welded.
I put a weld on the back.
Oh, is that going to? Can we see that?
Can you see that?
Can you see that?
You should have had the light round the other way.
We can kind of see it.
Anyway.
There's something to see there. We can see it's a mirror.
It says
There is a weld there, yeah.
There's a weld
And
there.
that you can't adjust them now.
no, they're welded in place. Rear vision mirrors welded in place.
Non-adjustable.
Non-adjustable. You don't need to adjust them. I'm the only one riding.
So we've seen a few examples of shoddy jobs here, haven't we, Steve? The whole bike's a shoddy job.
The whole thing's a shoddy job.
This is great.
I can go further.
What?
We can go further here if we
Okay,
look.
hang on.
If we look at the mess here, where was it? Yeah, this thing here. I don't know if you can get close enough, but there is a connection there.
Yeah.
And what happens is that spins around. Yeah, see, it's been spinning around. So that spins around and connects onto there.
Shorts it out.
Shorts the bike out.
Bike stops running.
And it stops running.
We've spoken about that before.
Yeah, so that spins around.
Well, there's the example right there.
Yeah, I can't stop it spinning around.
You need a bit of rubber in there.
Well, yeah, something.
Something.
It always happened at Dapto. So you get to Dapto and a bike would conk out because that had spun around.
Look at Steve's workshop here. Isn't that fantastic?
Well, there you go.
Not a lot of room. Enough room for a motorbike.
We recorded some of the album in here,
The theme tune was recorded.
The theme
in here,
tune was recorded in.
It's right in this location here. Good, bad, weird theme tune.
In the rain with the washing in here.
That's why it sounds so good. It's one of those shoddy jobs.
One of those shoddy jobs.
This is great.
Yeah.
Oh, well, thank you, Steve. And what have we got? Here's the tank of your bike.
There's the tank. So you've got two taps on the tank, one there and one on the other side. I didn't know, but one of them is on and the other side is reserve.
Reserve, yeah, that's pretty standard for these model bikes, isn't it?
Well, I didn't know. I was just putting them both on.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And didn't realise one wasn't actually doing anything. And
The standpipe's a little higher in the tank.
yeah, but
That's
the thing
idea.
is, if you look underneath there, you'll see that there's...
Where am I? Oh, right underneath there. Yeah, right.
So see,
Yeah.
how does that petrol on one side get used? Because one side's the on and the other side's the reserve. So that there's never...
Ah,
There's a point where some of the fuel will never get used.
that's tricky, isn't it? That's tricky. Probably at the back of the tank, the way it sits.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it'll never get used because it's...
Okay.
Even the tank is shoddy.
What you're kind of pointing out here, Steve, is the whole design is a shoddy job, right?
Yeah.
Is that how you're describing Triumph now?
Well, 1976. This is when the workers took over the factory.
Made it shoddy.
And made it shoddy.
Well, here it is, and you're loving it.
Yeah. So we have to compare this to the 2019 electric bike,
Right.
and whether it's shoddy.
Great. Shoddy. Awesome. That's cool. Good stuff. Oh, you got people.
Yeah.
Goodbye,
We got to thank Ben for doing the last 2 episodes and introducing the new segments, Shoddy Jobs.
There's a good thing about having Ben on because he's really good, but the bad thing is that now the mystery's gone.
The mystery of Ben.
The mystery of Ben.
And people are just like, what are the comments going to be? Get Ben back on, all that sort of rubbish. And we'll just ignore that.
Just ignore that.
Getting Ben back.
Well, he's busy. He's a dad.
He is busy.
You know, once you're a dad, you haven't got any time at all.
You know that firsthand.
I don't know.
What are you doing at midday? Taking Bay to the driving lesson?
The driving test.
You're
I
busy.
warned my brother when I was seeing. I went up and saw my brother.
So let's talk about that, Steve. Steve wasn't here for the last few episodes because you went up and saw your bro.
Yeah.
Up on the Gold Coast.
2 years.
The highlight.
2 years in planning to get up there, and I took my son.
How long a drive is it?
Oh,
10 hours.
I don't know. It went forever because I got my son to drive, didn't I? Because
Is that why it took forever?
no, it took forever because it takes me.
It's not
forever.
because Bay was driving. It took forever.
Well, I got him to drive a bit, and I put his hours up to the 120 hours. You know, I've done 240 hours of driver training now.
You could be like a driving instructor.
I am a driving instructor. I've done 240 just in 2 kids. That's not counting my daughter as well.
Oh, yeah, true. So you've gone up to the Goldie.
Gone up to, well, he's in Tweed Head, so it's not quite the Goldie, but I went to Brisbane to get the parts for the bike.
How was the brother visit? Let's talk about that.
That was really good because he took me to the surf. It was actually like my brother's like living with Action Man or Chuck Norris because you go for a surf with my brother and he says, "Oh, look, it's only little, it's all right." And you go out there and it's just huge, like it's a massive.
I mean, we live on the same ocean. We're still on the Pacific Ocean here,
it doesn't feel the same.
It is different. I mean, the water would have been warmer.
It was a lot warmer. You could actually go in there with swimmers.
That's nice.
And no pain. You just go in there.
It is nice. You can spend hours in the surf, but depending where you surf to though, up there, it can be quite.
There's a few sharks. He reckons he was sitting there at one time and a box jellyfish floated across his board.
Box jellyfish on the Gold Coast.
Yeah.
They're really?
Yeah.
Not the Portuguese man of war type jellyfish.
It could have been. He said it was a small one.
Okay.
They could be drifting south because the warming seas.
Weather, yeah. The Irukandjis is drifting coming further south. They're getting them on the Sunshine Coast now.
Yeah.
There's trouble ahead.
What are Ganges?
Irukandji, they're little things
those
that make
things.
a real mess of it. They're nasty
well, they're heading south.
Don't come to Australia, UK listeners.
Yeah.
Oh, if you do, say hi.
Come for a visit. If you survive, you can tell people about it.
Yeah, actually, we're going to New Zealand next week, and we're taking the show on the road, Steve.
Well, you're taking the camera to New Zealand, and
we're going to take that. We're going to take this, the Good, Bad, Weird, on the road.
Yeah, I want to see this.
And so we're going to do a bit of
we're going to try and come to New Zealand, but
hasn't worked. You bought a house.
Well, there's no money, no time.
So, and what I'm going to really try and capture is how safe we feel in New Zealand compared to in Australia.
Someone posted the fuel prices up in New Zealand. Who was that? There's some huge fuel prices there.
Fuel prices in New Zealand, every time I went a few years ago, they were always about $2 a litre. But they never changed. Every survey was exactly the same price.
Yeah.
They don't fluctuate much at all. It was always around $2.
You know what you're getting.
Which is more expensive here, but it's you
know what you're getting.
Where here it fluctuates 50 cents a day, doesn't it?
So what's dangerous in New Zealand?
The locals.
There goes a whole New Zealand.
No, we'll reveal all.
We did have some New Zealand fans before then, but
they've gone. Scrolling
lost
through.
Manchester, lost New Zealand.
This episode's not going. We might have to restart it.
Yeah, it's going well. Oh, yes. We
Cut this
actually,
one.
what we should do is have a segment of how many people we can defend in the shortest amount of time.
Yeah, okay. And how would we... Anyway. Yeah, so we're going to take it on the road. We're going to go to New Zealand. Yeah, there's nothing dangerous over there.
Well, I heard the sailing, you're going to do sailing.
But there's no dangerous critters or anything over there.
No, there's no dangerous, but sailing's dangerous.
I think we're going to be alright with the sailing.
You're going to be alright?
I think apparently the hull's a bit dirty, it needs cleaning, but we're still going to go over it.
Oh, yeah, I know that. Yeah.
Don't worry about
Yeah, we
doing
went
the
sailing. I went sailing up on the Tweed River in a race.
When?
Yes, with my brother.
Last week?
Yeah.
He is some sort of Chuck Norris commando guy.
Oh yeah, it's unbelievable. And then after that, he went to some. The night after I left, he went to Taekwondo or something with the kids.
Is it his boat?
Yes, his boat.
He's got a sailboat.
Yeah, it's an NS14, so it's a skiff sort of thing.
I don't know what an NS14
is. Yeah, well, it's a small thing where it tips over and all that sort of stuff. It's only small. It's for racing. So
Cat.
We went in. No.
Oh, single hull with the things out the side.
So we went for a race.
How cool is that?
Yeah.
Spinnaker.
So when I got there,
This is a small boat. You got the spinnaker flying.
Yeah.
It's not a big spinnaker.
No. It was big enough. But
I think it's pretty
the
hairy,
head of the club, we got there, and the head of the club says, "Oh, brother's been telling me you're a national champion."
You?
Yeah.
You're a national champion?
Yeah. Apparently told everyone I was a national champion.
Were you a national champion?
I was second. But
I don't know this story.
Yeah. But anyway, so she comes up and says, "Oh, I heard about you. You're a national champion." So I thought, "Oh God."
What is this? What are we learning right now about you? What?
So I had to go in this race. So I thought, oh God, we've got to look good, in this race.
The national champion's here, everybody.
Yeah, look
it's time to race.
Yeah. So we had to go well, and we took off, and we'd finished the race. The next boat was just going around the halfway point. We'd finished. So then we just kept going up and down with the spinnaker anyway.
And you didn't train for this event, did you?
No.
You just stepped in, job done, you just walked away, go, oh, right, okay,
right.
Let's go to Brisbane.
Yeah.
Like,
basically.
You were there like 3 days.
Yeah.
What is this national champion stuff story? What?
Well, that's what you told them I was a
what
national
is
champion.
it?
Oh, that. Well, when I was a kid. Yeah, I sailed when I was a kid. And there was state championships and nationally. And I did the national champion. I came second. Yeah, I actually
How long
won.
have I known you? We've never spoke about this.
I actually won more races than the winner. So the last race.
So you're not the official winner.
Well, everyone thought, oh well, why bother even sailing because they've won it. And I got lost on the course. Ended up in some
great sailing skills, navigation, not great.
Not so good. Ended up in some weird part of the bay and becalmed, and I just all went and yeah. Once I got in the wind, I caught them all up again. But yeah, I still finished last, But
we're going sailing, right? I've been sailing once with you. Actually, I've posted. There's a photo up on one of the other episodes.
What's like you sailing on the cat?
We've got the photo. Actually, the photo isn't of us sailing. It's us paddling it back.
Yeah, it looks like a disaster. The mast is down. It's like, oh, these guys are hopeless. No idea. Yeah.
That's brilliant.
Yeah. No idea.
National champion. Brilliant.
But yeah, it was really funny because I walked out of there and we basically finished that. Only got halfway through. The second one only got halfway through, so it looked like, wow, he's really good.
But he did a sailing race. Oh, jeez. Okay.
Yeah, sailing, surfing, motorcycling.
Which beach did you surf?
Casuarina Beach.
Casuarina, yeah.
Yeah, it's massive.
Oh, he lives down there, doesn't he, on the coast?
Well, he lives at Casuarina Beach.
This is northern New South Wales.
Yeah, you walk through a little track and you're at the beach.
I know.
Yeah.
It's a big, long beach break.
Massive. Yeah, massive.
Yeah.
It just goes forever.
Yeah.
You can walk for like 20 minutes.
We're not talking brief breaks. We're just talking.
No, we're
close out.
Oh, if you go, no, it was really good actually. Yeah, it was too big for me, so I managed to catch 2 waves. One, I did a pirouette off the front of the board.
Okay, just because you knew you could.
Yeah. Well, everyone else was doing the 360s and all this fancy.
Rubbish.
No one was doing pirouettes.
No. You didn't even know you were about to do a pirouette, did you? Until it happened.
No, just pirouette, hang off the front. Yeah. But there's a really good spot. He showed me the part down south, And it's just, you can see it was big surf anyway, and it wasn't breaking there yet.
Yeah.
He says, "Oh, it's not breaking it." Well, how big's it got to be before it breaks there? Oh, it gets pretty big.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. So yeah.
So maybe not 2 years before you go see him again?
No, I've got to get up there again. I mean, the reason it takes so long is because, you get busy with kids, and I ain't getting holidays because, by the time I get holidays worked up, I've left a job to do another.
Now, I recently drove up to the Gold Coast, and I think we spoke about this in previous episodes, and we drove at night, so the roadworks didn't affect us too badly. Like, we did it in sort of 10 hours, I think. Like that. So once they finish those roadworks at Newcastle and north of Ballina, sweet. It's gonna take.
But it's so boring. I mean, it's all you do is you go a straight road, 2 or 3 lanes, and the only thing you can do is just watch the guy speeding past you because he's speeding.
Don't they the ones you sort of drop in behind and keep up with their speed? Aren't those guys?
No, because they're going to get booked, aren't they? But they don't.
Isn't that right?
They don't get booked. I get police following me everywhere.
Well, look at you.
I do. It's silly.
Maybe they just know you're the sailing national champion or something. They just want your autograph.
Maybe they're just after directions. But I don't know. It's always
not from you, are they?
No. Maybe that's what it is. They follow this guy. He's lost. Yeah. When he actually stops and needs help, we'll be there.
Help him out. Like a community service.
It's a community service. Oh, that's Steve's case. He's lost. Yeah. Well,
Now, have we gotten off track about what we're actually supposed to be talking about?
I don't know. I was leading to something. Oh yeah, the model thing. That was supposed to lead into your model plane. Because I saw you posted an article about you.
Oh, the plane you're flying.
Jailbreak.
Yeah, we spoke about that in the last episode.
Oh, last episode.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I missed that one.
Yeah, that's wrong place, right time.
Wrong place, right
time. That was wrong place, right time. Flew the plane into the prison. That's going to be a big hit, that episode.
Well, yeah.
It has to be.
It has to be.
Has to be. That was my 5 minutes of fame.
Yeah. Oh, well, there you go. Everyone gets 5 minutes.
Tune into the last episode, listeners. You'll be thrilled with that.
Yeah. you
learn all about
it. You sounded thrilled. I haven't got a wrong place. I've got so many.
You have got wrong place, right times. You can't think of any.
I can't think. That's probably what it is. Wrong place, right time. I think it's my whole life, really. Wrong place, right. It's just.
That is Steve.
Yeah.
That's Steve's life.
Wrong place. What is he doing there? It's not now.
What are you doing now, Steve?
What are you doing there?
What do you mean, sailing national champion? That's nuts. Surely you've told me that story. Anyway,
I don't know.
Far out.
I don't go on about it much.
Oh, God.
I was pretty young. That's how I got all the sunburn. Sailing.
You've had some treatment. I can see you've got.
Yeah, I know. I've had to have all my face, all my skin scraped off.
What happens with that? What do they do?
Well, I learnt basically cancer is just abnormal cells. That's all it is. So
that's all it is.
That's all it's abnormal cells. It's very simple. And there's a whole lot of different abnormal cells. Some are good, some bad. So what they do is they just kill all the cells, good and bad.
Oh yes.
Kill a lot. And then when the new skin comes through, the theory is that the good cells are stronger than the normal ones.
Being new and fresh. So what have they done? They've put something on you.
No, they scrape my skin.
Scrape it.
Well, they basically they call it damage it. So you damage the skin so it's injured.
Using what?
Oh, this thing with needles in it and a vacuum. So it's horrendous. Apparently it's a beauty treatment. Women do this all the time, and guys do it all the time. I was going to say how
good you're looking, Steve.
Yeah. Well, anyway, this is.
Hang on, a vacuum thing with needles in it, and it's scraping your skin.
Yeah.
Okay, it sounds great so far.
Yeah.
What?
And then they put acid on your skin.
Oh, it just got better.
Yeah. It's kind of acid. And it sort of burns your skin. So it's like you've got injured and burnt.
What were they just doing your head?
Head, all the face. The face, funny enough, sort of healed up a bit. Yeah. It's going to be funny because I took a week off work and they didn't believe me at work that I was going to be. Yeah. So I'm going to go back in there fresh faced.
Yeah, go. Geez, you look younger.
Yeah, that's like.
You've been having beauty treatments, haven't you? There's some story.
Yeah, you needed time off work, sure.
Yeah. How long does this process take?
It took 3 days.
How many? So you're going back 3 days in a row. What they're doing? Different sections every time?
No. They do the whole lot in one go. So they scrape your skin and then they put the acid on.
How long's the scraping skin thing go for?
Not that long.
sounds horrific. Is it really bad?
It's not as bad as the acid.
They're getting a paintbrush and like painting acid on your skin.
No, it's
what
a cream.
are they doing?
It's a cream. I'm describing it. Maybe it isn't acid, but it feels like acid, and it burns the same way. So you look like you got this really bad sunburn.
Yeah.
But it also turns into sores as well. So those black bits that turn into sores, and it's like this looks horrendous. And of course, I had to go to my son's graduation in the middle of it. You know what I mean? Everyone's backing away. You know.
Ooh, jeez. So you had this treatment a year, 2 years ago?
No, 2014.
Oh, a few years ago.
Yeah.
So how come you're back doing it again? Is that what always happens? Or?
Yeah, they found a lot of cancer, so I had to do it again.
So you've got some signs of skin cancer?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And they're nipping in the butt now?
Yeah. So they burn a whole lot off, and they said there's too much here. We don't even know what we're going to miss. Just do the whole lot.
Sounds serious.
Nah.
But you're all right.
No, I just
you come through.
I just can't go in the sun. It makes you really annoyed, so you feel really sick.
I mean, you're actually like 80 years old, but you look like sort of 50s.
85.
Yeah. It's amazing treatment.
Incredible. Feel 85.
Shut up.
But yeah, it makes you really nauseous, so you feel really sick.
Oh.
It's horrible. It's really horrible, yeah.
Are you going to say you recommend this treatment to anybody? Just stay out of the sun.
Well, you know, that's what I say to everyone, yeah.
Stay out of the sun.
But you can't. I mean, that's what I have to do now to stay out of the sun, because the new skin is like baby skin.
Oh, right now you have to be really sensitive.
I've got to be really
careful. Yeah.
I can't go near it. That's why I've got a hat on in the lights. I'm scared.
I don't think there's any UV from this.
No, probably not. But yeah, so you've got to stay out of the sun. So yeah, it's been beautiful sunny spring days, and it's like, actually one morning the surf was beautiful.
You can't go surfing right now. Not in this condition, Steve.
No.
Not after the acid bath.
Can't do anything.
It's not acid.
So I've been inside.
I've got to find out what this is.
Yeah.
It's not acid.
Yeah, it probably isn't, but yeah, it works like acid. Burns. It really burns, man. Like, it's like, wow. Yeah, so that's been my week of fun.
I had a bad weekend. I had food poisoning.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, this is why we should never talk in the car.
Because I've already told you this story.
I heard this one.
Yeah.
But because I've got such a bad memory.
Sorry to bore you, Steve.
I've forgotten it already, like a goldfish.
I had food poisoning. Man, that knocks you around.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Whoa, the aches and pains that I was...
I can't remember aches. Why aches?
Because poison's coursing through your blood.
So how do you know it was poison and not...
It was food poison the way it came about. Yeah. Because it was really quick.
Yeah.
All the symptoms. And then the aches and pains.
Yeah.
Whoa,
so you're supposed to go somewhere.
Oh yeah, I didn't go. I was going to go to Ben's.
You're going to go to Ben's? Well, now everyone knows who Ben's is.
Just to thank him again because of the great production he did and the new segment ideas and that we haven't done.
But it was the
We've
other
done
one.
a little bit. Well, actually, we're going to do some filming of your bike next. It'll be part of this.
Yeah.
The Shoddy jobs. The food poisoning. My God, it took 2 days to get over that. I was a mess yesterday still. Today, 100%.
Yeah,
I can go mountain biking.
That's incredible. You're going to go mountain biking
this afternoon. I think is the forecast. Is the go.
Jesus.
Monday was the go. Yeah.
Wow.
It's alright. I got an electric bike.
Yeah, you don't have to do anything with that.
Well, you do. But I'm also going to do. So there's going to be a quick review on that bike.
I think we need a quick review on that.
I'm going to do it.
We've got to do it.
I need to get that information out.
What we should do is put that next to mine, as in before and after.
1976
to like 2019.
Technology.
And we should sort of work out also the environmental cost of each.
We're not going to do that, listeners.
We should do that.
Who's going to... I'm sure somebody could do that, but we're not going to do that, are we?
Well, we wouldn't be very accurate.
You and I are not going to start doing all our equations and working out...
Well, it's just approximation. If you'd say, look, the Triumph, not much mining, it's just a little bit of aluminium, bit of steel there.
So there is a bit of mining. Yeah.
Pretty basic sort of stuff.
Okay.
But it uses fuel, so that then it's got... But that thing, the mining in that is like specialised,
It's an alloy.
Well, it's the batteries.
The battery, that's lithium.
Metals.
That's lithium.
Yeah, lithium, heavy metals, and then there's the computer in it.
Yeah, it's a small computer.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's rubber on the tyres. But it all depends. It depends where you get where you get the energy from to put in the batteries.
Yeah.
Am I getting it from coal or am I getting it from solar?
No,
Man, if I get it from solar...
You're doing all right. Well, then how do you make the solar panels?
So you're going in far too deep right now, Steve, aren't you? This is not what our show's about, is it?
No, but anyway, it's just sort of, you know, comparison.
Throwing it out there now, aren't you?
You're just throwing it out there. Comparison of new and old. You know.
I'm not going to be doing that sort of stuff. I didn't think when we started this, Steve, that we would be getting whiteboards out and working with equations and...
I think someone should write in with the maths. You get someone out there to do it. The scientists.
Okay, a 1976 Bonneville.
Yeah.
Yeah, Triumph Bonneville.
Yeah.
1976 compared to a new 2019
what is it?
E-bike.
E-bike, yeah.
There you go.
There you go.
Mountain bike, dual suspension, e-bike. Thanks, listeners. Great. That'll save us having to do that.
No, we don't do it.
Because we'd be a mess.
It would be wrong for a start.
It would be so far from
the accuracy.
I'd
have my birthday in there, sort of in the equations or something, in a shoe size, the weather approximation. You know, it'd be all. You'd be completely wrong.
Mm.
Yeah,
probably.
That's why I'm not a scientist.
Could have been.
You could have been.
You could have been.
No.
Well, we'll see how your bike runs after you finish with your shoddy jobs. Which, talking of, let's do this. We're going to get to your place. We're going to film this. It's going to happen.
Yeah.
All right. The episode's nearly over, Steve.
Oh.
Is there anything you need to add? This has just been a way out there episode.
Well, there was plenty I was going to add. The thing is, the memory's not as good as it used to be. You know, that's why. I tried this thing. I got into trouble at work because I did an acknowledgement of country, which I warned them, don't get me to do that, because I'll say the wrong things.
So what's an acknowledgement of country for the listeners?
You've got to acknowledge that someone else owned it. And, well, to me, an acknowledgement is that this is not your place. So you basically...
The traditional owners of...
Well, you know, acknowledgement is you acknowledge it that someone else owned it and we're going to use it. It's not giving them anything for it. Like if you go...
It's just acknowledgement. Hey, this is the land of...
It'd be like if you just went into someone's house and set up all this stuff and say, oh, this is like Frank's house. Thanks for electricity and everything. We're just going to do things, see you later. What I think it should be is like, go to Frank, knock on the door, is it alright if we use your house? And should it an acknowledgement be, should be like, is it okay if we use this bit of land to do this for now?
Right, so you had to do this.
No, but they don't. I had to do the acknowledgement, which is just lip service. It's just like, you know, acknowledge something, you know. Of course, I did it wrong.
You did it wrong.
But that's not the story. The story is I tried to write it down, because I can't remember anything. So I tried to write it down.
I can't remember anything.
I can't remember anything.
I can't remember my name half the
I don't know
time.
who the hell you are. But you're Ben, aren't you? Anyway, I wrote it all down, but I couldn't read it. So there I'm in front of all these people.
Because of your eyes.
Yeah.
There's cataracts.
Whatever else. But, you know, all these important people, high-ranking officials in my job and all this sort of stuff, they're watching me going, I cannot read this. I'm going to have to wing it. It took them about a week before the head honcho sort of sent a slap down to the next head honcho, down to the next one.
Who was doing that acknowledgement?
What was that? I even called it the wrong thing and everything. I did it just completely wrong. I just ballsed it up. But
did you know at the time? So actually,
well,
the listeners were convinced that you were good with this. Like people saying, going,
no,
he knows what he's doing.
I told him straight up. I said I'm no good with this, and I said, do not ask me to do this because I'm no good. I won't remember the right thing to say here, and because words are not, you know.
So even you giving them the advice, but not to do it, they've gone, no, you're our man.
Yeah.
Get up there, Steve, you're the man.
And I mean, there with the microphone saying, I don't want to do this. Yeah,
in front of the crowd.
In front of the crowd.
Hello, everybody. I'm sorry. I didn't want to. I didn't want to be the one here doing this.
Don't get me to do this because I will balls it up. And so I balls it up significantly enough for someone way up to belt someone and then belt down. It was like, you know, the Stooges just belting each other until it got to me in a massive lecture. And
it was a Steve. Can we just have a quick word?
Oh yeah,
is that okay?
Yeah, into a
and was it
silent booth office. They tell me that I ballsed it up. And I said, well, I know I balls it up. I told you I was going to balls it up. I ballsed it up. Why did you make me do it?
Is it official that you're never doing it again now? You're not the go-to guy?
What's going to happen?
You're going to get trained.
Yeah. They're going to keep making me do it until you get it right.
Well, next time you do it, we've got to bring the camera along, Steve.
Oh,
when's your next one?
But I'll be offending
When's
nations.
your next one? I want to do it.
I'll be offending nations. Nations, Australia-wide every time I do it. It's like, no, it's like, get the right person to do this stuff.
You let me know when we're doing it. I want to get that on camera.
Look, yeah.
Listeners are dying to see you stuff at us. In front of thousands.
Annie was saying I should be a politician. I said, but I'll never be able to do the speeches. And she said, that's why you'd be really good at it, because it'd be so real.
People might actually, this guy has no idea at all. Officially, not pretending that he has.
And he's telling us he has no idea.
I'm not the guy for this job. You guys really shouldn't be. I don't think this guy's got a point. Steve for PM.
Could be something good. It might be something bad. It always turns out with the things you see. But I think it tells me good, bad, weird. Yeah, it's good, bad, weird. Good, bad, weird.